So guys, today I came across an article, and this article is based on a study by a group called YouGov. And this study shows that women are bigger cheaters than men. Let me give some kind of historical background that we can all relate to, no matter where you are in the world. It could be Africa, North America, wherever. We've been taught that women held higher moral ground in relationships. Things like lying, cheating, those characteristics are reserved for men. Also, you hear things like the 90-day rule, not having sex before marriage, wanting to be in a committed relationship with a man and being happy. And if a man could be, faithful to me, he could make me happy, and do all these nice things, I would be faithful to that particular man. This is what women have been saying for many years, right? It comes out in music. It comes out, basically on social media now. Those things have been coming out for years. And so men have been led to believe that if I can, approach this from this perspective, be a respectable man, be a loving man, be a romantic man, I can win over a woman and she will be faithful to me. But now research is coming in correcting these false notions. And one of the false notions also is that women typically had less desires for sex than men do, right? Like men, we will, go out and try to sleep with anything, but women, they're not like that. Their desire for sex is less. So therefore, that's why women are more selective, because they don't get turned on as much as we do. However, the spontaneous desire to have sex could be related to your desire to eat or be thirsty. And basically, in this particular desire, they found out that these women's libidos are every bit as strong as men, okay? And we believe that men have a higher sex drive, and that could be true, but the fact of the matter is that women have a sex drive that could be similar in value. They get turned on as much as men do, maybe not at the same strength, or I don't know how you would measure it, but it's not so much far off that it's so much depressed in what we thought. But now the main question is, do women desire other men based off of the need to want to have sex? And the answer that this study showed is yes. Okay. Even if your marriage is good, some women miss excitement. Okay. And they would want to go out if they had the opportunity to, let's say, for example, reach a certain sexual appetite that they feel that they're not getting from their husbands. And here's a situation also that we're not talking about. Women have more opportunity than men do also. Let's take the average 40-year-old guy. You're a guy who works at, a computer parts store, or you're a technician, you're slightly overweight. You don't really have a whole lot of opportunities. Okay? You just don't. You could even be a geek, and you may have only had sex with your wife in the last 10 years. A woman who looks similar to that has an opportunity for 50 guys still. They might not be good looking, but she has some. If a woman is decent looking, she always has an opportunity. And what we're saying is, whenever met with the opportunity to date she always says no. It's easy to say no when she don't like the guy. Oh yeah, you're unattractive, but I'm married, right? But the question is, what about when the guy is attractive, or when there are vulnerabilities in the relationship where she's not happy, where things are not going right, or if she knows that the husband will not discipline her for doing so? In other words, she can stay out all night. Some guys are too afraid to break it off with their wife or break it off with their girlfriend or anything. They won't do that, right? So now that's what we're dealing with. What if she won't? And the reality is that, we've been taught that women don't do this, but what are we finding out as social media is getting more advanced? That women are exercising opportunities when they would like to, when men do. And it's not like they won't do it or they can't do it. Like, for example, a woman will sleep with a guy or can sleep with a guy and not care about him and still be in love with some dude. So she says, like a man can do it. We always think that only men can do that. Women can do that too. A woman can screw your brains out, go back to her husband, and cry over him because he didn't come home that night. How many stories have you heard about that? I know, I'll give you an example. I'm not saying everybody does it, all women do this, but this is about 10, 11 years ago. I'm in the bed with this young lady, right? The ex-boyfriend calls. We just got through screwing up the mattress. It was crazy, okay? This dude calls and she answers the phone. Hello, right? I'm sitting there listening to this. He was like, yeah, I love you. I miss you. She's like, oh my God, baby, I love you so much. I just can't stop thinking about you. And I'm sitting here like, I just had you hollering like 5 minutes ago. Maybe I thought it was good. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But anyways, this guy and this lady had a bond. And you know what? After we kind of stopped messing around, you know what she told me? She was like, you mad, huh? She was like, you might have had my body, but he got my mind. He got my heart. In other words, you were nobody. I was just screwing you. I can easily do that and not care about you or talk to you anymore. But that guy, I love him. Now, as twisted as that seems, that's something that's only really characterized that men do. That's the characteristics of men. And it's only been, kind of basically put out to men in that category that only we do that. Women do it too all the time. Women can have the perfect guy. He could be good looking. And for whatever reason, she can see a guy that day. You've been investing in her for years. That dude can get better sex from her than you, and you've been there 10 years. It's possible. You know how many men every day have been invested in their wife and their girlfriend and doing nice things, taking her trips, and some guy comes around, don't do nothing. But for the fact that she's more attracted to him, and in 1 hour can have your girlfriend doing things that you didn't even know she can do. Let me tell you another story. I heard Alan Roger Curry say this before. One day he was sleeping with this woman, okay? The woman invited her best friend. They had a threesome. The husband had no idea that his wife was bisexual. She didn't show that side to him. Do you know how many men don't even know how freaky their wives are, and some guy who don't even care about her know? It's happened to me. This girl was talking about her experience, like, wow, why we never did that? I didn't bring it out of her. Don't care now, she had like 4 kids, but I'm just saying. Women cheat just like, and they can lie. Lie. We want to talk about lying. We know who lies really good here. All right. Women can lie. Sometimes, let me tell you, they can come to you with a built-in lie. That's what you're seeing now in relationships. A woman comes to you and says, hey, you know what? I work part-time on Tuesdays and Thursdays at night. So she's coming to you telling you that I can't be available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are the days that she's telling you that. You will never research it, right? That lady is dealing with a guy she's been dealing with for 10 years on the side, and you will never know until maybe one day you feel like that's odd, and then you go drive and find out who the car is, and it's at somebody's house. I'm telling you, they come in with built-in lies into relationships. You can't even check it, and most guys are too dumb to check it out, and most women are smarter than men. Most men are stupid in that regard. Women are more intelligent than them when it comes to being crafty and lying and stuff like that, so they can get away with it. Women, I think a lot of women think men are weak. They think men are not to be respected, and they're dumb. And they will take, that's how most women, I think, feel about some guys, certain guys. Not all guys, but certain guys. Women know that men can't figure this stuff out. Most men are so egotistical, believing that they are the best guy in the world. And women will let you believe that you're just so smart and great. They don't care about you like that. You care about you like that. And the whole time, do what you gotta do. I believe it's true. Women and men have similar behaviors. Women are just more calculated and more intelligent in how they do their things. Men are more sloppy. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.